Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to our series of building a website with the new Wix Studio Editor. In this series we are covering step by step exactly how to create a website using the new Wix Studio Editor. In the previous video we covered how to build a footer, what makes an effective footer, and some things to consider when building out your footer. We used the tools offered by Wix Studio and created a really effective footer for our website. In today's video we are going to be building out the homepage, arguably one of the most important pages that you could have on your website. We'll talk about best practices and we'll also start building out the website using Wix Studio as well. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our web development tips and tutorials. Let's get started. So what is the actual purpose of a homepage? The purpose of a homepage is to introduce your website to visitors and make it easy for them to find the information they need to take the desired action. You want to make sure that you make a good and first impression, because the homepage is the first page that most visitors will usually see when they come to your website. So it's important to make a good impression. Your homepage should be visually appealing. Your homepage should be visually appealing, easy to navigate, and provide visitors with a clear understanding of what your website is about. Your homepage should also include links to all of the other important pages on your website, such as your about page, your contact page, any product or service pages. This makes it really easy for visitors to find the information they're looking for and also direct them in a really easy way as well. So essentially provide a gateway to the rest of your website. And lastly, encourage visitors to take action. Your homepage should include a call to action that tells visitors what you want them to do next. And this could be anything from signing up to a newsletter, making a purchase, getting in contact, things like that. So yeah, the homepage is essentially one of the first page that your users will land on, and you want to make sure that you make it easy for them to find information that they need and take the desired action. By following these tips, you can create a homepage that is both effective and user-friendly. So in short, some best practices for building a homepage is to use clear and concise language. It needs to be easy to read and understand. Avoid using jargon or too many technical terms. You want to highlight important information. So what do you want your visitors to know about your website? Make sure that information is really prominently displayed on your homepage. You want to use high quality images and videos. You want to make it easy to navigate, and you want to include lots of call to actions on your homepage, things like directing them to another page, directing them to the services, blog pages, things like that, and getting in contact. So let's get started with our Wix website and designing our homepage. So we do have a brief kind of homepage setup as well. This is using the wireframe, so we're just going to make some tweaks to that. So the first part we have here is this section here. So we have a section for the title and we have a section for a bit of text as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to edit the text on this title, and we're going to just edit the text on here. So the first part is essentially called the hero, and we want to make it stand out and add content that tells the user immediately what this website is going to be about and what kind of things they can expect to find. We also want to make sure that we use keywords in our headings so Google knows what this page should rank for, and if people are searching for things that we need, then our website will come up as well. So here we're just going to add a bit of text here. And what we're going to do, we are just going to increase the width of that so it fits all in one line as much as possible. So this is our main title text. This includes keywords that we want this page and our website to rank for, things like digital marketing, online businesses, things like that. It's really important that you include these kind of actions and these kind of keywords on your website so that people will know what this website is about, but also Google will take these words and these headings and use them as content that this website should rank for. So the other thing we want to make sure is that this is in a heading 1 tag. So the heading 1 tag is your main heading tag. It should be the most important keyword or phrase that you want to rank for. So if you click on that, you can see under design, it's using the heading 1 tag, it's using the heading 1 text as well. So we are just going to make sure that we have heading 1 set up here. Digital marketing online. Perfect. And then the next thing that we want to do is add some content here as well. And this is just some paragraph content to sort of explain a little bit more about the business as well. So we are going to take that, we're going to edit text, and we're just going to type in some text that we would want on this website. And what we're going to do is also make sure that, so it's on paragraph 1, using paragraph 1 styling that we set up in our previous video editing the site theme. And the other thing that's left to kind of do is to add a call to action button. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on add elements, and we're going to look for a quick add, and we're looking for button. You can also look at basic buttons, you can also look at styled buttons, and really just pick a button that's going to work for you. But we are just going to add this button here. And we are just going to add it, attach it to this section, and we are going to just align it slightly so that it is aligned correctly to the text. We're going to keep the text as get started, but we are going to change the background color slightly, and we're going to turn it into this slightly red one, just to make it a little bit more standout, and we're going to link it to the contact page. And that's it. So we have an effective first heading up here, hero section as well. So we've got a heading with a good kind of title. And we've got a bit of text, and we've got a call to action as well. So it's a really effective hero section. So as well as making sure that it's looking fine on desktop, you also want to click on the different devices as well, to make sure it's looking fine on tablet as well. So one way you can really work that is if you click into each of the items, and you want to click on responsive behavior. So responsive behavior will allow your website and your elements to respond in a way that you prefer. So depending on what you select, you can either scale proportionately, wrap, fixed, or even hug the text as well. So you can see a sort of preview of how that's going to work. For now, we have everything set to scale proportionately. So the next thing that we have then is this about section here. So this is going to show a little bit about the team and about your services. So again, you just want to optimize this text a little bit, and make sure that you've got a keyword in there, and that it explains everything as well. So we're going to click on edit text, and this is going to be a heading 2, and we are going to click on about and add in the new text. So instead of just using about, we've just used some text that says exactly what we're about without just using the simple word. And then again, we're just going to do the same with this edit text and add some text to increase that. And there's a learn more button over here, and we're just going to link that to the about page so they can learn more. We also have options to change the image. So if you click on the image here, click on change image, we can upload our own images, or we can use media from Wix and use some images from Wix that are free to use. And do the same with this image as well. And then just design this website. So next we have a repeater for our services as well. So we've added this repeater, we've added this AI services. So again, we're just going to go in and change the content. And again, we are just going to type in all of the services here. We'll get rid of the word services, it's quite repetitive. And just this last one here as well. We also can change the basic shape. You can do media from Wix to see for anything that kind of suits it, or you can upload your own media as well. And you can search for different icons as well. And you can see we have a list of the services here, and again we are going to link this to services, and we're just going to change the color as well to make it stand out a bit more. So as you can see, it's really easy to kind of update the text and content and create really sleek features as well. As you go along, it's really important to make everything responsive, so always keep checking on different browser and devices as well. Make sure everything is scaled appropriately and reasonably. Next we have featured projects. We are actually going to change this slightly and call this blogs. As we're going to add a blog section later in our videos, we'll leave this section out for now. And next we have a partners section, so you can talk about different partners as well that you have. And we have a get in touch section. So actually what we're going to do is replace this image, and we are actually going to add a form. So Wix does give you the option to add different forms around your website. So we're going to do an add, and we're going to look for contact and forms. And we are just going to click and drag a form that we like and make some changes to it. And you can see we've got this form here. And we're just going to increase the width of it slightly. So we have our first name, last name, email, and message. What we can do as well is click on edit form, and it will take us to the form editor over here. And we've got first name, last name, email, message, and what we're going to do as well is offer a multi-choice option as well. Actually, it might be easier to offer a drop-down instead. So this is going to be for where did you hear about us, or how did you hear about us. So we're going to change the field title, and we're going to change the options. Option 1, Google search. The form again, and just add all the options that are necessary. And you basically just want to go in and add whatever fields that you want to add. They do have the option for rules, so you can change rules based on the condition of different forms. For example, for the how did you hear about us, we have an option for other. We can add another short answer field and then change the title to say if other, if tell us more about how you heard about us. And what we can do in this instant then, if someone were to select the other option, then this field would show. So if the how did you feel about us is equal to other, then this field is shown. So we have to hide this field. So by default, this field, this tell us more about how you heard about us, is hidden unless they select other as the option in the previous one, and then it'll show this one. So they've really improved sort of like the form section as well. And you can go in and add, you can preview the form, see how it looks, and you can also go into your form submissions as well once this is done, and you just want to save your changes before leaving. And this will then update as well, so you can see the new form being added, and it's already following the styling that we've already set. So we can go into settings and just see a little bit more about what we can edit in the form section. So we've got the contact us. What we can do is click on design button, the submit button, and you can see there's different ways that we can do the styling for that as well, but we'll leave everything as is for now. And so we've got the get in touch, this space here, contact us. We'll remove that because we have the contact us section here. What we'll also do is we'll add some text to add some social media links and add some contact info as well. So what we're going to do, click on the plus again, and we should be able to find some social media bars. Yep, just this one here would be fine. And we're going to click and drag that onto here, and we're just going to add that to the bottom. We're going to change the styling slightly. And that's okay. What we're going to do is set social links as well, so you can click into that, remove any of the social media links that aren't relevant, and then you can also click into them and just keep adding them as well. So you can see you've got social media links here, and we are also going to add some space for a phone number and a text as well. So we're going to add a paragraph 2 text, and we're going to add that just underneath social media links. So we're going to add the first one as a email, and we are going to add a phone number as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to link each of them. So the mail app, we're going to do email and link it to the email that we want it to link to. And we're going to do the same for the text, this text here, and link that. I think that might already be linked. Nope. So phone number, and we're just going to add the phone number. So it's really important when you add a email or a phone number link, phone number text anywhere on your website, that you link it as well. People kind of instinctively feel like they can click on it, so you want to make sure you make it easy as possible to click as well. And then what we're going to do, we're going to click and drag that a little bit up. We can also add some text. And we have a contact us heading on the form. So what we'll do is we'll update that as well to make it a bit more readable. And that's it. So we've got a kind of contact us section as well, and then we've got the footer at the bottom. What's really good about this contact us section is that we can sort of use this on every single page that we have. It's really important at the end of the page there is some kind of call to action to get in touch, or to sign up, or whatever it is that you want your users to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this section. We are going to make sure that it's fine on the different devices. And then what we can do is click on responsive AI on this section. And what it does is, so the responsive AI is really cool. When you run the responsive AI tool, it generates a layout suggestion for that section within seconds. So you don't have to apply the suggestion if you don't like what you see in the preview. You can simply discard it. But what essentially it does is that it takes in your section and analyzes the different groups that's on there, and it will give you a responsive layout based on that description as well. So it really saves time. It also just makes sure everything is responsive as you need it. So now this is a preview, and what we can do now is use the different drop downs and see how it looks on the different sections, and see how it looks on mobile. So this section here you can see, and then once you're happy with all of that, what you can do is click on apply design, and that way you know that this section is now set up and it's more responsive and really quick to use as well. As we mentioned before, this section we can reuse over and over again to other pages on the website, and because it's already styled and filled in, all we would want to do is just take that section and put it in somewhere else. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we have this section highlighted, so we can do that. Just make sure you can see we put the section highlighted here. We're going to right click it, and what we're going to do, we are going to set it as a global section, and we're just going to click on set in section. And you can see our global section here. We've got the header and we've got the footer, and now we've got this section here. We're going to rename it and call it Contact Us, and now that will be added on every page that we have between the header and the footer, and it's up to us to then just add sections in between them as well. And that's it. So we have our homepage pretty much done. There's still some content left to add. In our next few videos, we are going to go over how to use the Wix Studio Content AI generator to help fix some of these image contents and the written content as well. But for now, we know how to add different sections, and we know how to make them mobile responsive as well. So overall, the Wix Studio Editor is really easy to design and edit your homepage, and we've learned some best practices as well when it comes to your homepage. In the next video, we're going to build out the other pages, including our about page and our contact page, and then we'll also go over some of the content and add a blog as well, and continue using that as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the new notifications. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.